Today we're on Chobham Common visiting some of our belted Galloway cows who are currently grazing this heathland reserve. Conservation grazing is an effective way to manage habitats, especially for our heathland and chalk grassland sites. If you're familiar with some of the reserves that Surrey Wildlife Trust manages, you might recognise these brilliant belties or Oreo cows, as they're sometimes affectionately referred to as. They get their nickname from their black and white colouring with a distinctive white stripe around the middle, but we also have dun and red colouring too. Conservation heroes are quietly making the world of difference with their gentle nature, small stature and light-footedness. The way they graze and trample grasses and scrub creates a diverse habitat, which is really beneficial for a whole host of species, including delicate wildflowers, pollinators, Dartford warblers and sand lizards. Our grazing team rotate 250 cows across 30 sites in Surrey, and the cows put in a shift, grazing almost 6,000 hectares of heathland and chalk grassland a year. Amongst other sites, you might spot them working away on Barossa Common, Norbury Park and Wisley Common, so keep your eyes peeled. Here on Chobham Common, our herd of belted Galloway cows have recently started grazing the reserve, wearing their no-fence grazing collars. This uses GPS technology to track the cows and keep them within a certain perimeter, avoiding the need for any fencing and enabling herds to be moved to new grazing sites easily. Members of the public can also check on the location of the cows using a QR code displayed on signs around the reserve. We've also recently introduced our new lambs to our grazing herds who are finding their feet at Quarry Hangers in the east of Surrey, which is a sloped chalk grassland reserve. These sheep are Wiltshire Horn crossed with Boree. They've been selected by our grazing team for their desirable browsing habits, wool shedding and deer-like qualities. Grazing sheep at Quarry Hangers will enable us to achieve so much more for nature than we have in the past. This site has huge potential for so many chalk grassland species, and we look forward to seeing plants and wildlife flourish to the fullest extent possible in the seasons ahead. This winter we're running an appeal to raise urgently needed funds for our grazing operation. With rising costs, we want to ensure the herds can continue this important work. We're also working with other organisations to further improve conservation grazing and increase awareness. It's thanks to our members and supporters that we're able to get so much done to help wildlife in Surrey. But with the climate and nature crisis threatening habitats everywhere, we really need to do more. Any help you can give will be hugely appreciated.